The arrival of the wanderer. The return of the wanderer. A reawakening of something older than memory, older than myth, older than the faintest whisper of human imagination. For centuries, astronomers speculated about such a visitor, a presence drifting through the cosmic dark, unseen, unnamed, unmeasured. A celestial rumor carried across the void. And now, at last, it has come home. Not home to a world it remembers, but home to our gaze, to the eyes of a species finally prepared to confront the unknown. It arrives not with violence but with grace, a slow, solemn descent through the cosmic night, as though even time itself softens around its ancient silhouette. Above the fragile curve of Earth, the James Webb Space Telescope hangs in silent vigilance, its golden mirrors gleaming like a cosmic iris, a watchful eye carved from starlight. When Webb turns its focused sight toward the anomaly, the universe seems to inhale. Reality pauses. Every photon, every calculation, every expectation falters for a heartbeat. For what appears is not a comet, not an asteroid, not a wandering rock forged in our solar furnace. It is a revelation. A presence that fractures everything we believed possible. A shape carved from deep time. A message written long before life ever flickered on Earth. For the first time in the span of human existence, a cosmic traveler known as Three-Eyed Atlas enters our domain. A solitary voyager drifting across the frozen outskirts of the solar system, moving with purpose, purpose so ancient, deliberate, ceremonial that it almost feels alive. Sacred. Preordained. It is a relic older than Earth, older than the sun that warms us, older than the myths etched into the bones of civilization. Three-Eyed Atlas becomes the third confirmed interstellar visitor in recorded history, after Oumuamua, the silent needle that slipped through unnoticed, and Borisov, the icy wanderer that fled back to the abyss. But this traveler is different. Where the others vanished quickly, leaving more questions than answers, Three-Eyed Atlas stays. It lingers. It reveals itself with a clarity that borders on impossible. Its surface is rugged, weathered, scarred, craters from ancient collisions, fractures carved by cosmic storms, ridges shaped by ages upon ages of celestial pressure. This is not merely an object. It is a survivor. A witness to the rise and fall of galaxies. A monument to the violence of creation. Webb does not capture a streak of light or a distorted smear. It captures a portrait, a billion-year autobiography etched in ice, stone, and starlight. Three-Eyed Atlas has drifted through glowing nebulae, past the birth cries of newborn suns, through the dark interstellar corridors where silence itself feels primordial. But now it has wandered into our light. Into our reach. Into our story. Its surface glows with a faint ghost-like radiance, a halo forged from countless stars passed along its journey. Its crust is cracked and layered, preserving the forgotten history of worlds long vanished, glass-like silicates, carbon older than the sun, exotic ices forged under the breath of a distant star, organic molecules complex and ancient enough to hint at the very first seeds of life. These are not the ingredients of a single world. These are cosmic refugees, drifting through star systems, clinging to anything that can ferry them onward. When the first crisp image appeared in mission control, a profound silence swept the room. Not the silence of shock, but the silence of recognition. Everyone understood immediately. This was not born of our sun. This was not shaped by our skies. This was a message from another star system, written in chemistry, structure, and impossible endurance. Three-Eyed Atlas has crossed unimaginable distances, propelled by nothing but gravity, ancient cosmic tides, and the patience of eternity. And now, through a miracle of orbital alignment and timing, it drifts within the gaze of our golden telescope, into the understanding of a species still learning how small it truly is. Yet beneath its frozen crust lies warmth. Faint but real. Subtle but undeniable. Radioactive decay? Internal grinding? Or something far more mysterious? Whatever its source, that warmth changes everything. Three-eyed Atlas is not dead. Not inert. Not empty. It is alive in a way only ancient worlds can be, still evolving, still whispering, still carrying the final memories of a star that may already be dust. And then, just as Earth begins to observe it with clarity, something extraordinary, the revelation of an engineered traveler, it begins with a shimmer. A soft, ambiguous glow, barely noticeable against the backdrop of black space. At first, mission teams dismiss it as an imaging artifact. A trick of light. A data echo. But then the glow strengthens. It sharpens. It grows undeniably brighter. And most unsettling of all, the glow forms ahead of the object, toward the sun. Not behind it, not trailing like dust or ice, but leading it forward as though three-eyed Atlas is reaching toward the star instead of simply reflecting it. Instantly, the world reacts. Observatories across continents realign their instruments. Radio arrays shift focus from distant galaxies to this single approaching wanderer. Long-term experiments are paused. Entire research schedules are erased and rewritten overnight. Data begins to flood in, temperature surges, magnetic distortions, spectral irregularities, strange bursts of exotic wavelengths rarely seen inside our solar system. International space agencies call emergency meetings. Astrophysicists, engineers, particle theorists, exobiologists, all summoned into frantic global conferences that stretch deep into the night. And in the midst of the chaos, a single truth becomes undeniable. Three-eyed Atlas is not behaving like any known natural object. Its brightness becomes structured. Organized. Layered. Patterns appear in Webb's deep infrared scans, patterns too precise to be random. Not noise. Not coincidence. But coded repetition. Mathematical rhythm. Signatures of intent. Light pulses forward in strict intervals. Geometric shadows dance across its body. Energy bends around it as though shaped by design. And then, after days of mounting tension, Webb delivers the image that changes everything. The object sharpens into view. Not blurred. Not irregular. Not the jagged chaos of natural rock. Its silhouette reveals edges. Planes. Curved surfaces. Intersecting lines. Not formed by erosion. Not sculpted by gravity. But built. Crafted. Constructed. Engineered. Thermal scans show something even stranger. Cold regions lying directly beside superheated sections, as if made from different materials with different functions. The room at NASA falls silent. A silence heavier than any before. Some scientists whisper the word no one was yet allowed to speak publicly. Designed. But even that explanation falters when three-eyed Atlas reaches the inner solar system. Its luminosity shifts again, not randomly, but with purpose. The glow ahead of it expands into a sweeping arc of energy, like a radiant sail or protective shield responding deliberately to the sun's radiation. The pulses synchronize into flawless rhythm. Regular intervals. Precise timing. Almost communication. If it is natural, then nature has outdone itself beyond all comprehension. If it is artificial, then humanity is witnessing an object that has crossed the universe not by accident, not by drift, but by design and intention. And with every hour, every new pixel, every updated reading, a single question rises through research halls, government centers, and living rooms across the world. Did something merely wander into our solar system, or has something finally arrived?